Okay, we're going to look at mean, median and mode when scores are in a frequency distribution table. I might go back one step though and go over again how this table came about. I'm just going to list a whole lot of scores. So here's a whole set of scores. Rather than have to deal with 15 scores like that, it is a lot easier if the scores are put into a table. So for example, there's a 4. The score of 4 occurs once. For a 5, there is 2 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s. So 6 occurs 5 times. There's a score of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. It occurs 4 times. And 8 occurs 3 times. So that's how they got that table. So all the scores were put into a table. When the scores are in a table, we can work out the mean, median, and mode. I'm going to start with the easiest one, the mode. The mode is which score occurs the most common. Well, 6 occurred 5 times. 6 here occurred 5 times. So 6 was our most common score. Alright, let's look at the mean. One way we could work out the mean is put the scores like this, add them all up in our calculator, 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, blah, blah, blah. So add up those scores and divide it by 15 because there's 15 of them, and that would give us the mean. But there's a far easier way when the scores are in a table. And especially, let's say this wasn't 15 terms, let's say it was 100 terms. You would not want to input all 100 terms into your calculator to add the scores up. So when they're in a table, this is how we work out the mean. We add a couple of extra columns. The first column is the one we add to work out the mean. So we multiply the score by the frequency. So 4 times 1 is 4. We multiply 5 by 2, 10. We multiply 6 by 5, 30. We multiply 7 by 4, 28. And we multiply 8 by 3, which is 24. What we do next is we add up these scores here. So 4 plus 10 plus 30 plus 28 plus 24. And when we add those up, we get 96. So for our mean is the total of the scores that we've just added up divided by the number of scores. So when we added them up, we got 96. There was 15 scores in our table, and 96 divided by 15 is 6.4. Our median. To work out our median, we add another column. It's called the CF column, or the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency. You'll see it written short CF very often. So with the cumulative frequency, what we do, we say, how many scores are there that are 4, our lowest? Well, there is 1. The next here, we say, how many scores are there that are either 5 or 4? So here's the scores that are 5. Here's the scores that are 4. So if we add them together, we get 3. Next, how many scores are there that are either 6, 5 or 4? So that are either 6, 5 or 4. So we add up 5, 2 and 1, which is 8. Okay, now I'm going to show you a quicker way to do it. For this one here, we say how many scores are 7, 6, 5 or 4. What we do, we just get this 8 that we've just found and go 8 plus 4. So 8 plus the 4 here is 12. And then how many scores are 8 or below? So 8, 7, 6, 5 or 4. We just say 12 plus 3 is 15. Now I know that I'm right, because this number here is 15 and so is my total here. So let's just go over the simpler way to do the CF column. We start with the number here, 1, that's what's there. And then we say 1 plus 2 gives us 3. Then we say 3 plus 5 gives us 8. 8 plus 4 gives us 12. 12 plus 3 gives us 15. So that's the first part for the median. We've done our CF column. Now remember, the median is the n plus 1th divided by 2 term. So in our table there is 15 plus 1, there's 15 terms. So we go 15 plus 1 divided by 2. We are looking for the 8th term. To find the 8th term, we go down our CF column until we get to the 8th term. So here we have just the first term. Here we have the first, second and third term, and here we have first, second, third, fourth, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, right up to the 8th term. So the 8th term occurs within this band. If we go across, this band is a score of 6. So the median score is 6. So that's how we work out the median and the mean and the mode from a frequency distribution table.